Welcome to round 5 of the Hillbilly GP Harescramble Series Off-Road 133. It's a wonderful day here in Richland, Missouri. 35 degrees, partly cloudy. The practice lap was probably around 30 degrees. My fingertips hurt after that practice lap. It didn't help that the muddy creek section at the bottom, river bottom, completely packed my front tire, and it was just like an ice skate down there with all that mud. Hopefully it won't affect me too much in this race as we get ready to start. I've been absolutely stoked for this race for the last week. I'm sitting 5 in the overall point standings, and I think I can really do well at this race. Let's see how we start here. Oh, I missed the Kickstarter. Into the first corner, I'm behind. I got a glimpse from somebody else's GoPro video from the Student Plus 45 class, and it looks like I started next to last. So I'm hoping to make up a few positions here in this long grass track section. Grass track section is pretty nice. It was a good break from the last couple races where it was pretty much all wood. It's kind of nice to throw in some grass track section. Luckily today I threw on a brand new Bridgestone M404 rear tire, and that really helped me get a lot of grip coming out of these corners. By the end of the day, these corners, they got muddy and slick, and it was tough. But we held on. This is a nice straight section here. Blast it through 6th gear. Make up a few positions. Really didn't want to be in the back of the pack today with all this mud. My goggles were covered by the end of the race, and it was the one day that I didn't bring any tear-offs. What was I thinking? Man. Well, hoping to gain a couple positions back here. Try to get up a little further in the race. Got a couple nice passes coming up. That was a sweet pass. Did you see that line? Got hung in the trees, and then I just right by. But this was a tricky section here. You could gain a lot of speed, but that corner started getting washed out towards the end of the race. So you had to watch it going too hot into that corner. That dip was a lot steeper than it looks in the video. I've seen a couple other people's videos, and one guy got stuck there, and there was a lot of trouble there for what it was. It doesn't look that bad in the video, but I didn't have any problem with it. About right here, this guy starts slowing me down a little bit. You know, he gets a little loose going up this hill, and I just can't quite find a way around him on this hill. And all the track in between here and where I do end up passing him is pretty tight. You know, I could have went to the inside there, it looked like, and maybe got around him. But, you know, it's kind of tough passing in these trails sometimes. But, you know, the race administrators and stuff, they do a good job of making sure that there's plenty of grass track or passing lanes or places to get around. You know, I usually don't have too many issues. Stalled it there. Oh, man, like a noob. Yeah. This area here, you just watch what I do here. I pause for a second. You know, I look to the right here, and this path looks like it's safe. I wasn't sure. I just went for it anyway, and we're on our way. 4 people right there. 4 people, 1 pass. Brilliant. these hillside off-camber stuff, it got a lot of people today, I think. You know, I heard a lot of comments in the pits that a lot of people had problems with the off-camber on this trail. Yeah, I didn't have too many issues from what I could tell. I did get a little squirrely on one hill later in the day, but I don't have any video from that. You'll see later why I don't have any video. It's pretty funny, but kind of wish I would have got one. I did end up with a wreck after the video went out. That probably would have been pretty cool to watch, but I didn't get any video, so I guess I could just tell you about it later. This creek section coming up was a blast. You know, props to the guys who set this up, because this was a great section. You can get going pretty fast on this stuff. It wasn't real big. You know, there's sand and loose stuff. Oh, it was a blast. There's a huge rock coming up here on the right, and I don't know if I hope nobody hit it, because that would have hurt. That was a big rock. That one and this one up here on the right hand corner, yeah, that one. That's a big rock. I hope nobody hit those things. But if you see here, I come up with my own little line off to the left. There's about a foot drop there. You can just hop right off that little bank into the creek. The second lap, I actually passed a guy by blasting up that top section there and then jumping back into the creek. And it was a good time. And these little field blasts were real fun too. Just wide open throttle, just going at it. This is a fun race for sure. I do end up with a mistake here. I miss a couple gears and almost stall it. I give it some gas and just whoa, not a good feeling. But we got her back in line and headed up this trail. We started into some real off-camber stuff here. You know, on these trails. This was a nice little section. I came through on my second lap, and there was a person like slid off down the hill right there, and you know, a lot of people having problems today. I think the new back tire really helped me out today. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I noticed it was flat, so I guess more work for myself later. I don't know if it was me installing it or if maybe I hit it on something during the race, but I'll have to put a new tube in it before the next race. I see these guys up in the distance, and I get excited. I get a little too excited here. And then I try to make the most of the tracks usually, so I pull this sweet little 360 here, you know, just for the fun of it. Just because I wanted to. Now I got a little too excited and just nailed the throttle coming out of that corner trying to catch those two guys that I seen, and you get a little squirrely with it, but not too much time lost. Back on the trail. Not much happening here for the next you know, for the next 10 minutes or so. Just me kind of riding along the trail. You know, I didn't see anybody for quite a while after I seen those guys in the field and then made that extra 360. I don't see anybody for a while. I showed my buddy this video without any commentary or anything, and he's like, is there anybody else racing? Because yeah, every once in a while you get into a patch where you just don't see anybody. So it's a while before I catch up with anybody else. I'll just let the video play, make a few comments on some sections, and we'll go that route. I really like this downhill section here. You know, towards the end of the race, it got pretty braking bumps going down the hill, so that kind of sucked. But that little section there was pretty fun. You could blast down it, and you know, this section coming up here, all of this stuff here is just a blast to go through. You had that nice little berm off that corner. You could just hit it and just blast through this section. Real open woods. This was one of my favorite sections right here. You hop that little section there and just blast up here. It was pretty open for the most part, and you get some really nice. That was a big rooted hill. It got better as the day went on. It was a little slick to start off with, but once those roots got broken up, it wasn't too bad at all. A lot of traction, probably due to the new rear tire. But somebody put this log over here, and everybody was trying to say, "Hey, cross that log, cross it," but it really didn't gain you any more time. You can gain a lot of speed going through this little part here. The first lap, my practice lap, when I went out, I just came just ripping through here. I ripped down this trail. I came down that little road there, and about where that mud puddle is, I lost it. The front end just washed, just went completely out, and I did like 3 or 4 flips on the ground. I'm not really sure what happened. I wasn't on the front brakes. It just washed, and I was gone. I kind of wish I would have had the GoPro on, because that would have been a pretty comical video, just watching me flip like 5 times on the ground. But maybe next time I'll know better. I'll take the GoPro out on the practice lap. Everything after that, this whole little short stretch here of, I don't know, probably quarter mile, just really fast, open stuff. You could really get going fast. I like this track a lot. There's a lot of places that were just a little technical, that weren't too bad, but you could just carry a lot of speed and go through these sections and just have fun. And that's what these races are all about. Just having fun. A lot of people, actually, not a lot of people take them too seriously. I don't think. It's nice to get points and be at the top of your class, but for the most part, everybody's out here just to have fun and have a good time. This part here, this was one of the sections where you could actually hit 6th gear going through the woods. I mean, there's long straightaway here. There's a tree stand up there, right there on your right. Good little, just fast, open section. You can even carry it going through this last corner here. Just turn the hill and just keep going. Coming up, I have a pretty close call going down this hill. If you watch my bars, you'll see the front end just completely wipe, and I don't know what I hit. I must have hit a rock or something. I think it's about right here, just right there. Now, both feet were off the pegs. That was definitely a butthole pucker moment for sure, but didn't end up too bad. Carried on, and then this is where I lose the footage. I smack a tree limb with the GoPro. I had a pretty good wreck after that down in the muddy river section where my hand got caught between a tree and my handlebars as I was falling down. That didn't feel too good. I ended up taking a couple seconds to make sure I didn't break my wrist, but all was good. I got up, finished the race. I ended up 6th place at the end of the race. It's a good finish for me, and we'll see y'all next time at the next race. Thanks for watching.